boop.
know, Betty Boop. No boop.
Welcome to VGM, everybody.
Welcome to VGM, everybody. We're totally not talking about Betty Boop or anything.
And we're just booping taco.
No boop the taco.
Boop.
Taco's not into the boop.
See, if you ever want to fluster the taco, boop.
No boop. No boop.
See, real easy.
As long as
Look how cute she is.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, Amanda says aggressively, Dragoner, what you doing there?
Accidentally clicked off the game.
Yeah, I noticed on stream actually.
Yeah.
I mean, the video YouTube. Yeah. I can't believe you would.
Ugh.
Dad. I mean, jeez. Real typical teenager. Wow, this is pretty well written for a teenager. Why would you? Ugh. Gross.
Sorry, just asking.
Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend.
No, they can't.
But it's hard. It's something like, because I understand that mentality, because I know what they're trying to say, but like, it really.
Sorry, ladies. If you're friends with a guy, he wants to do you.
It's pretty much true. Taco would know. But like, a thing that girls, well, at least teenagers anyway, like I don't know if they understand truly that like relationships is a time thing, and thus the more time you spend with someone, especially of the opposite gender, for your binary friends here, yeah, that tends to equal relationship of the dating variety, usually. And yeah, she's right, you can be friends, but like, you're also like, it really is hard to explain, because like,
You can want to fuck a friend.
it's true, you can, like, they're also teenagers, so like, it's hard, it
Young,
really is
dumb,
hard
and full of cum.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And that goes for both. That goes for like most genders at that age too. So, not that taco's a great source of wisdom, guys. I do say a lot of stupid shit on this show. So
That's kind of the point of the show.
Take what you hear Taco say with a grain of salt. So.
From the salty taco.
The conversation's over. Do it once, do it right.
That's
basically.
Right.
That's yeah, it's not measure twice, cut once. It's freaking do it right the first time.
Exactly. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center.
I know this.
With a couple different floors. Kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
Teens and bums are very similar in nature, just saying. They like to loiter.
Language, Missy.
Huh?
Heck yeah.
Better.
I didn't catch my line. I feel like Aaron all of a sudden.
We approach the food
What was the tutorial again?
Oh, we don't do those. We approach the food court and evaluate our options.
We don't do that here.
There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here.
Like, and that's another thing I'm not sure teens truly will, like, they will understand in time, but like, heartburn is a thing.
Especially when you have acid reflux disease. Like,
oh fuck. Like,
then it's a whole different kind of hellhound.
It is awful. Like teens, you're like you have like the bodies of like you guys can handle a lot of shit.
Take a
The older
beating.
you get, you like all it takes is a decade later, and suddenly like you can't eat like half the shit you used to. I swear it.
Yeah. Like me, I had Wendy's today, and I'm feeling a little barfy.
Oh no, it's not Wendy's, not the thing that Aaron loves the most.
I love Wendy's too. Don't get me wrong. Wendy's is great. It's fresh, never frozen.
I love Wendy's as well.
And they have
I still
square
eat it.
burger patties for some reason. But
It's true. That is pretty dope. Do people still say dope?
I say it.
I mean, that's us. We can say dope all we want, but
Yeah.
like, frick.
Dope,
you
dope
know,
is awesome.
dope is dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. Anyways,
But
yeah.
I had Wendy's
eat
today, and
foods?
then like a lot of fast food kind of fucks with me now.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine why. We had a lovely conversation about freaking chemicals earlier or something.
Yeah, loaded up with preservatives, but it's also because of my acid reflux disease too. You know.
True. So you're just getting
everything's
off
like so greasy.
I'm just glad that like I haven't really had that issue yet. Knock on wood.
The only thing that really doesn't really bother me, ironically enough, is Taco Bell.
Of all the things I have to admit, I do eat Taco Bell more often than I should. I can still eat Taco Bell,
I consume.
and honestly,
a lot of
I'm
Taco
really
Bell.
the what is it? I can't do McDonald's most of the time either, except for like maybe
Yes,
their fries.
Me too. Yes, I eat McDonald's, and it doesn't matter what I get. And then like a few hours later, I feel so barfy.
So bad. You take a shit and it just comes out liquid. You know what I mean? And you're just like, what the fuck happened?
and you wouldn't think it was the grease, because like the burgers aren't that greasy because they're made with grill clamps, so a lot of the grease gets like squeezed out of the burger patties. But like the fries and chicken and the nuggets and everything, like it's all fried in oil, and it's so greasy. And I don't know, maybe it's ketchup too, because for me anyway, because again, acid reflux disease, tomatoes. But yeah, McDonald's, I feel like shit later.
Like, yeah, dude, friggin' McDonald's. It's always, and that's the thing though, because of my job, and I pull how much shit I pull out of freaking trash cans. Number one thing I see in trash cans, McDonald's.
Yeah, because
Weirdly, and yet everybody is like, McDonald's is awful, and yet I keep it's the number one thing I see in trash cans.
Because they're everywhere and they're quick.
Like, guys, like, ugh.
I would say cheap too, but McDonald's kind of forgot their place in the hierarchy of fast food, and they're a little overpriced now for what they are. I'm sorry, McDonald's, you're on the bottom of the fast food hierarchy.
Like,
you were there for when somebody is in a hurry and they need food and they need it now. People don't go to McDonald's for a bougie meal. They go there for a quick greaseball burger
in the U.S.
and then go.
In the U.S., yeah. I do know
McDonald's.
that in other countries. In other countries, though, I do know that McDonald's is actually pretty bougie in other countries.
Yeah, it's some of them anyway.
That's other countries, not the U.S.
Yeah. We're
in
talking
the U.S.,
yeah.
100%. What you said, 100% in the U.S.
They've kind of forgotten their place. But yeah, ironically enough, is like the only places that don't really bother me: Taco Bell and Arby's.
Which is weird, because Taco Bell... Actually, I think Taco Bell did make their food better. Taco Bell isn't that bad, honestly.
I love Taco Bell.
Especially if you know, especially if you know what you're ordering. Like, what was it? I have a friend who's
Whatever's
really,
new
really
at the time.
So I have a friend
And 5-layer burritos.
my really smart friend that I've mentioned a few times. He actually sat down with the freaking Taco Bell menu, went through it, and was like, I could tell you, and he literally made a whole meal plan that was actually really healthy using only the Taco Bell menu.
Yeah.
You can do it. It's not bad food. At least not all of it's bad food. I should clarify.
Yeah. But they got
Anyways.
the healthy option now, and then like you can also substitute meat for black beans. And so yeah. I don't eat healthy. I go to Taco Bell, I'm getting like the $5 box that comes with like a taco and like some other taco or chalupa or something, and a burrito and like nachos, and then I'm getting like 2 5-layer burritos, and then I might get like a crunch wrap or a quesadilla. I might get a quesadilla and 2 tacos and put the tacos in the quesadilla and eat them all together.
Dude, I usually get the Dorito Locos taco box with it's like one or two of the tacos, a freaking like 5-layer beefy layer or whatever burrito.
That's my favorite thing on the menu. Is a
5-layer
burrito.
Get one of those, and then I think there's like one more item, and then a drink.
I usually get what I'm gonna eat, and then I'll get like 2 beefy 5-layer burritos for later.
True. Though these days, that's what Taco's ordering for themselves, for herself. Taco doesn't. These days, Taco has to order also for their brother. A lot, because I really should tell my brother to get a fucking job, but yeah. Anyway, I usually end up these days ordering their full like party box with like 4 burritos, 4 tacos.
Oh yeah, I've done that before and killed it.
It's
myself.
decent, though. To be truthful,
like
I order that if I'm like willing to spend the money on something that's decent food that actually tastes, or at least tastes all right. If I just want food, I go to Del Taco, because Del Tacos is still freaking 5 burritos, freaking 5 tacos. Actually, I think it's 6.
We don't have a Del Taco around here.
Oh, that's okay.
It's just Taco.
It's Del Taco. I will say their quality of food is a bit lower than Taco Bell. It's not the quality. It's more of the it doesn't taste better in any way. It kind of tastes just slightly not as good. Like, you can still eat it. It's still edible, but it's certainly not like it's not as flavorful as if you would have gone to Taco
It's
Bell.
edible.
It's edible. Like, it's that is my opinion on it, is that like it's all right. It's all right food. It's okay. Like, I would still pick it over gas station food.
I don't know. We have a gas station here called Sheetz, and their food's actually pretty banging.
There are exceptions to the gas station rule, by the way. Like, freaking best chicken Taco has around here is actually from a gas station. Best chicken.
Also, if you want to know something really good, you go to Taco Bell, get you a quesadilla, tell them not to cut it, and get 2 Doritos Locos tacos. Open up the quesadilla, put the tacos in the quesadilla, and then eat that as like one big like quesadilla taco.
Ooh, that sounds dope.
It is very dope.
Anyways,
I'll tell you right now, I have had it a couple of times, and it is very good.
Yes. So yeah, Taco usually orders Del Taco for when they just want a mass amount of food and not really caring too much about the taste. It just has to taste all right. You know, that's what I ordered Del Taco for. Because I just want food, and I want a lot of it. Anyways, back to the game. Now that we've ranted about freaking Taco Bell for way too long.
Hey Billy, what's your favorite episode of VGM? I like the one where they talk about Taco Bell for a long time.
Like we've been on this screen for way too long. Anyways, Taco's line. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream?
I'll take the fat
All of it.
injected directly into my bloodstream.
All of it.
I extend my hand to her. Yes. Would you do the honor of sharing some nachos?
She takes my hand with a grin. Oh, it's you. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive.
We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table.
I'm not gonna judge
in.
them on that. Not gonna judge. Not judging them on that.
When you work in fast food, you need something to get you through the day.
You really do. Because like, it's not that like most people are like this, where it's all right, yeah. We don't really care too much, but like, it's the occasion, like it's the like, what was it? Someone said it was like retail and fast food, or really just the food industry, really. It introduces you to truly the stupidest people on the planet.
Yeah.
You truly don't understand how stupid people can be until you've worked at those jobs.
Yeah. Can I get a cheeseburger with no cheese? So, a hamburger. No, I want a cheeseburger, no cheese. So, just a hamburger. No, you're not listening to me, man. I want a cheeseburger, no cheese. It's like, dude, order a fucking hamburger.
Yeah, I personally, if that was me, I'd be like, all right, cheeseburger with no cheese. I would actually put it in and be like, we need a cheeseburger, charge him for the cheeseburger, and then freaking just have like maybe a no cheese note on it. Just have the cooks come back to me like, did you mean a hamburger? And I'm like, no, we're charging him full price for the freaking cheeseburger.
Yeah, cheeseburger.
He's gonna be stupid. He's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? When you get food, if you subtract something from the menu item, it doesn't subtract anything from the price. But if you want to add something extra, they'll be happy to charge you extra for something else.
Well, yeah, like freaking what is it? Like sometimes it does subtract from the price, but if it does, like for example, the whole cheeseburger thing, if you wanted a cheeseburger without cheese, bringing this example back up, they would subtract the price of the cheese, but it would not equal a hamburger.
Yeah.
It would not be the same price as a hamburger.
It would not.
Except for on the rare occasions where the math actually does work out, and you're just like,
when the math actually maths.
When the math actually maths, I'd still charge him full price for the cheeseburger, though.
All right, you're gonna be an idiot.
If you're gonna be an idiot, you're gonna pay for being an idiot. These are bad. These are very bad.
But also strangely delicious.
We have to eat through the pain.
We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me?
Oh dear lord. I feel so sorry for her. Oh dear lord.
Can you explain memes to me?
Dear lord, Dragon. Like, the best way I could explain memes, like, I kind of wish I could get, like, the thing I want them to understand is that, like, memes have always been a thing. They just weren't called memes until like this century.
Yeah.
They have always been a thing.
Like those old comic strips in the newspaper. A lot of
dude,
those were
yeah.
memes.
Those are memes. Yeah, especially the one-page ones.
Yep.
Like the one that's just one freaking panel. Those ones especially are memes. Like, what was it? So to jump back to the musical Taco did, we actually had some actual newspapers from the time. The funnies page, or the funny comic in there was, oh gosh, it's so funny. It's a picture of a guy sitting on a bench. It's a really big, freaking super round cartoon guy, like super round and fat. And there's a couple of kids nearby playing, and they're just, one of the kids is like, you know why he holds his belly like that, right? It's because he can't freaking keep his balance otherwise. And there's a girl in the background that's just like, Jimmy, you can't say that.
Children, always brutally honest.
Brutally honest. It was so funny. I cracked up when I saw that. I was like, this is pretty dope. This is pretty good. Which meme?
All memes.
Ugh.
Like they've always been a thing.
Amanda sighs deeply and places her hand in her head. Or
Head in her hands.
places her. No, I'm sticking with it. She places
You're
her
sticking
hands
with
in
that.
her head.
Dad.
Oh wow, that voiceover.
Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do.
This is a really teenager way of explaining it.
Yeah.
This is well written for a teen. For they wrote her pretty well,
Yeah.
actually.
She feels like a teenager.
She really does feel like a teenager.
So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and isn't funny.
Again, this is a very teenager thing to say. Like,
Oh shit! What up?
oh shit.
Dad, please.
And it's not necessarily true. There are people older than us that understand memes far better than us, Dragono. Not many of them.
There are also
but
some
there
memes
are.
that never die, like Trollface.
Exactly. There are some that don't die. As I said, friggin' memes
And
have
some do-
always existed. They just never been called memes until recently.
Some do
and
die.
they might be called something else in the future.
Some also have their redemption arc. You remember Bad Luck Brian?
I think. I'm not sure.
It was like this really nerdy kid, and he would smile, and it would always be like, something terrible would happen to him or something. Like it'd only be in text form, obviously, because it's just a meme.
Oh, those, yes. I think I know those, yeah.
He's married with a family now.
Oh, fuck.
He ain't so Bad Luck Brian no more.
The dude's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
For himself. It's pretty well for himself. Doing pretty all right. Oh, freaking! What was it? Was it Grump? Oh, it's a tangent. We're getting back to the game. Anyway, changing the subject. Agreed, Amanda.
Poignant.
Where to now?
Want to go to that goth store?
Yes. I mean,
Please?
No, please.
Please?
What?
You know, one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment.
I don't know what's talk.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Damn it, Taco's old.
Hot topic. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's practically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s.
Dude, you gotta be more specific.
She's also right because there are just so many stores like that.
The one you threw up in that one time.
Oh, that one!
I know exactly what he
love
like.
it.
They were both right though, because like the thing about that is like there are so many of those stores, of these kinds of stores here, that it's like it's impossible to differentiate them from each other sometimes.
Yeah. Also,
Especially if
Hot
you
Topic
have-
sucks now.
Hot Topic's not that great, but there's also a lot of stores that are super like it. So
Like,
yeah,
it used to be like a cool goth store, and now it's full of like a bunch of like shitty pop culture trinkets and knickknacks.
it's so much pop culture it hurts.
Yeah, it's
Stop
terrible.
with the Marvel stuff. Marvel's not good anymore.
And stop with the Harry Potter shit too. It's like
can
half the store is like Marvel and half of it's Harry Potter.
I'm like, and that's the other thing that bugs me too is like, freaking, I hate J.K. Rowling as an author.
And
And
as a
I
person.
also hate the fact that she's not really even that good of an author either, and yet she's the best-selling author of all time.
She didn't write Harry Potter. She wrote Star Wars with shitty lightsabers.
I stand by that, but she's still the best-selling author of all time. And I hate it. And I want someone to outdo her so we can freaking finally shut her up.
Maybe one day when I write my book.
What is your book?
It's a book series
What book series?
about me.
About you?
Yep.
It will.
The clash of good and evil.
It will. Anyways, Amanda runs into the store.
With me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back.
There it is. You can still see the outline, kind.
I'm so proud.
She's left her mark on the world.
Well, on the
Dude, I
store
would
at least.
kill for that. Dude, I would kill for a story like that. Just like, oh yeah, that yeah.
You're just out with a bunch of friends. You walk into the store. Oh yeah, you see that stain on the floor? I
Yeah.
barfed there.
I barfed there. I'm the reason why it exists. I never could get it out.
Yep, that was me.
Yep, that was me.
I had some
I
of
do
those
know-
fluorescent cheese nachos from
I
upstairs.
wonder. I would have to look, but one of my houses when I was younger, when I lived in Arizona, so there's
One of
we had a
Taco
giant.
Rich. You hear that? Taco over here with multiple houses.
Well, Tacos moved a lot.
I gotta have the winter home and the summer home.
No, Taco doesn't have those. And freaking, as also freaking, Taco's probably saying goodbye to their freaking cabin because family politics is bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways, mostly because you know, as some of you know, Taco's grandpa died.
We
more
lost
or
our
less
cabin.
My grandpa died in the last couple of weeks,
Aw.
and our grandpa was basically the whole reason the cabin is kind of there. He built that cabin by hand, which this turns out, by the way.
When was it built?
Like, it was built a long time ago. Like, how old was he?
Yeah. And in like
He was-
early America.
Basically, dude. Like, because my grandpa lived in a city for so long. Like, the locals knew him. Like, he was even like a marshal of a parade at one point for the city. The dude lived there for frickin' forever. Like, holy crap, everybody knew him. It was weird. Anyway, story being that, yeah, family politics is basically going to be like, I'm not really going to have a whole lot of say in the 3,000 acres that he owned on that mountain that we got to use because we were related to the family. I miss that mountain. That mountain was great. Again, 3,000 acres.
Yeah, our camp wasn't really a cabin, but it was like a camp house.
Mhm.
It was out in the middle of the woods. It took a good long minute to get out there. And in the wintertime, if it
usually.
snowed, you were stuck because there was no plow in those roads.
No, they don't plow the ones up to my cabin either. That's why what was it? It was a huge deal for taking down fences every year, putting up fences and putting them down, taking them down. Because by the way, my grandpa also figured out, like the whole family figured out whole little tricks on lowering tax prices. Because turns out, if you raise livestock on land, certain lands, frickin' it's less taxes. They lessen taxes because you're raising because you're using land for livestock.
Yeah.
Fun fact. So yeah, we had a bunch of cows up there. We have a whole bunch of horses. They actually used to do sheep up there actually, but sadly, it's next time on VGM.
Next time on VGM, everybody, we'll barf all over this totally not
A skull
topic of the HOTS store.
with a speech. Apparently that Amanda's begging for.
And we'll hear a speech. Goodbye,
Hopefully.
everybody.
Why?